It happens a lot. So many people visit and live in foreign countries nowadays. The culture and manners of every country are different. It is likely that a foreigner will say or do something inappropriate. This is called a faux pas. In one culture, it is fine to do something one way. In another culture, it is rude. For example, my friend visited a relative in Israel. She offered to wash the dishes. She did not know that it was important to wash the meat dishes with a special sponge. She used the wrong sponge. Her friend's father was very upset. In Canada, it is fine to use the same sponge to wash all of the dishes, but not in Israel. Something similar happened to me when I visited a temple in India. I was surprised when two officials stopped me and told me to take off my shoes. It was only then that I realized that people are not allowed to enter a temple with their shoes on. I was very embarrassed. Of course, I apologized for my mistake. A faux pas is embarrassing. No one wants to be rude. No one wants to cause problems. However, when two cultures meet, there can be misunderstandings. The next time someone is rude, be patient and understanding. He may think he is acting politely. There are many popular leisure time activities, but one of the most enjoyable is family time. Most people enjoy being with their families. There are many things to do with your family, too. Families can go to the movies, travel, visit museums, and play sports together. The most common family activity is probably camping. Many families like camping. It is a chance for the whole family to work together. They can stay in the wild. Children gather dry wood for the fire. Their parents set up the tents. Then the whole family gathers around the fire. They enjoy a special meal together. Then, they set off into the woods with a compass and a map. After hiking the trails, everyone gets a fishing pole. Each person casts the fishing line out into the river. Who gets the biggest fish? It's a great contest. Later, the children clean the fish by the river. They take the scales off the fish. Mom fries the fish over the campfire. Dad cleans up when everyone is finished. You don't want wild animals coming to eat your leftovers. Then everyone goes into their tents for a restful night. While there are many things that families can do together, camping is probably the most exciting. When someone does an activity that is not a part of his or her job and is done for fun, it is called a hobby. Most people enjoy hobbies during their free time. Some people spend a lot of time on their hobbies. There are nearly as many kinds of hobbies as there are people. A hobby can be about making or collecting things, or enjoying an experience. Creative hobbies are popular. Some creative hobbies are writing, drawing, and making pottery. A lot of people like making jewelry or clothes. People who do these kinds of hobbies sometimes become writers or artists when they retire. Collecting is also popular. Most collectors used to buy coins, stamps, or baseball cards. Today, toys, games, and model cars are trendy. Collectors buy and sell things on the internet. They also shop online in stores all around the world. Enjoying an experience is a hobby, too. Some people listen to music. Others watch movies or read books. Many people travel or play sports. Helping people is a hobby. There are places you can help build houses for poor families. You can help feed the homeless at soup kitchens. You can also tutor children or help the elderly. A hobby is something that is done for fun. With so many choices, there is no reason not to enjoy a hobby. Thanksgiving is a special family holiday in America. Families come together to give thanks for all they have. Although every family celebrates in slightly different ways, a typical Thanksgiving is full of food, family, and fun. My family celebrates Thanksgiving, too. Everyone in my family goes to my parents' place for Thanksgiving. We have a large meal. Everyone helps on Thanksgiving. The children set the table. My mother cooks the turkey using her own secret ingredients. My father makes the side dishes. He makes potatoes, beans, carrots, stuffing, oysters, and beets. My mom makes cranberry sauce. My sister-in-law brings a pumpkin pie. I come early to help my parents cook. When it is time to eat, we put all the food on the table. Everyone sits down. We each say what we are thankful for before we eat. Some of us are thankful for our health and others are thankful for their jobs. Everyone is thankful for something different. There is a lot of activity after the meal. My aunt and uncle clean off the table. My sister-in-law helps me wash the dishes. The teenagers wash and put away the silverware. The children help to tidy the dining room. My brothers take out the garbage. Then they go play football in the backyard. The rest of us sit down and relax. We are thankful for the food and our blessings. Most of all, we are thankful to have each other. Farron Lee's mother hoped her daughter would follow in her footsteps and become a doctor. However, Farron always knew she wanted to sing. In her spare time, Farron sang along with pop songs. Farron also entered singing contests. She won many competitions. Her big break came after high school. She was on vacation in Hong Kong and took second place in an important singing competition. She got a recording contract with Fancy Pie Records, and, a few years later, Sony. Today, CoCo Lee, as she is now known, is one of the most famous pop singers in the world. She was born in Hong Kong on January 17, 1975, but she was raised in San Francisco. She has made records in English and Chinese. Her 1998 album, D, won the MTV Asia Music Award for Best Album and Best Music Video. CoCo's next album was in English. It was called Just No Other Way. It introduced her to American audiences. Apart from her beautiful voice and stunning looks, CoCo Lee is intelligent. She had a 3.8 grade point average in college. She also earned a double major in biochemistry and bioscience. One of her dreams, she says, is to help find a cure for cancer. Who knows? CoCo's mother may yet get her wish. Have you ever thought about committing a crime? Have you ever dreamed about holding up a bank and driving away in a fast car? Or, have you ever thought about taking a famous painting from a big museum? There are many stories in movies and on TV of criminals who make a lot of money. They go on to live a life of luxury. However, for every successful criminal, there are many, many more who fail. These crooks soon regret their crimes. Take the example of a man in Winnipeg who tried to break into cars in a police academy parking lot. They saw him trying to open the doors of all the cars. The man was hoping to find some loose change, or maybe take some good car stereos. However, he did not know that he was being watched by police officers. He chose the parking lot because it was in a very quiet area. He thought that no one would see him. He was soon arrested by the police. A foolish criminal like this man shows us that crime does not pay.